a unique story, a bug story, sort of, that you're only going to see on 4. It's summertime, and that's when most of us pick up a hobby, maybe wood carving, drawing. But what about raising insects? Our Avery Martinez is here to talk about moth mania and the mother-daughter duo behind it. What is going on here, Avery?
Okay, well, first off, it's moth mania, but this is an internationally recognized hobby. It's called mothing, and it's literally what it says. They raise moths, in this case native to Missouri, and at their home in South County. And these are very big moths. I mean, you can see this behind me. This is actually one of the moths that I saw there. And the family meets with other moth hobbyists around Missouri to raise those moths and trade eggs, and they treat them as a sort of a pet for a short time before they're released into the wild. It's a unique hobby for sure, and I was lucky because some were ready to fly away when I went to visit them this week, which we're about to show you, but I'll warn you, they're insects, and we're going to see some of them up close and personal.
Yeah, moths get a bad rep, but they're part of the ecosystem too. Some moths are pollinators, not these. Like, they don't eat at all. They're kind of strange.
Even though it's a different pet,
Oh, she's beautiful. She wants to sit on you, I think.
her family has fallen for these massive moths.
We love them. They're really fun to raise and to release.
It's like a fuzzy. They're fuzzy and I cut their little butts.
Karina, her daughter, finds Polypheus moths cute and cuddly and a great pet.
They can't bite you and they don't hurt. And there's only like 2 species that eat clothes and stuff.
But these moths can't and only live a week after leaving cocoons, which bounce before hatching.
We just did 75 caterpillars, which I don't know if I'll ever do that many again. It was a lot.
So what's it like to keep a moth as a pet?
Their whole body is fuzzy, and then they do a little dance. They start to wiggle their wings when they're getting ready to fly.
And Karina doesn't love any moth more than another.
What about Mr. Handsome, though, from earlier in the spring? That had the really beautiful colors.
No, I like the ones that are like just fuzzy.
Karina finds these insects fascinating and defends her pets from other people who have a bad understanding of moths.
Yeah, when you think of moth, you think of, oh, those little stupid tiny white ones that eat clothes. And then when you think of butterfly, you think of butterfly.
Do you like butterflies more than moths or moths?
I like moths more than butterflies.
Because they're fun to hold, watch, and are unique little creatures.
Oh, one time you said you held one up and you looked at it at night out here, and you said, isn't it amazing, the creatures that we share this planet with?
Yeah, but you think it's so cute.
They're really cute.
Cute. And we get the faces.
Okay. Cute's not the word I'm going to use to describe them, but it's very interesting. So how do they even start getting into this and raising moths?
Well, they started with butterflies, which most people probably have heard of. It's a very common thing for people to take them into classrooms, and they just found out about people here in St. Louis, and there were also people around Missouri that had moth eggs, and they do the same thing as those butterfly raising. You know, you see some of those little contraptions and things like that, and they take these caterpillars and actually the moths to school, and the classmates of Karina are able to see them for a long time. And the moth hobbyists, they're active all over Missouri and around the world. I know you won't be one because she was just complaining about how much she didn't like those moths on there, but you can find a number of bug Facebook pages specific to St. Louis and Southern Illinois if you're interested in raising some moths on your own. Yeah, exactly. You know what? And when you retire someday, Caroline, I know what you're going to be taking over, which is going to be this right here.
Moths, I promise you that.
Oh, yeah? What would it be? What would it be if not moths?
That's a good question. I don't know. I'm a long ways off from retiring.
Okay, well, let's find out if Steve, would you have